Let's get to a few other items here. Ian Rappaport, NFL Network, tweets out, while the Commanders and Patriots have received calls from teams attempting to move up for a quarterback, Washington has shown no indication it would move, per me and Mike Garafolo. New England would move for the right offer, but the Patriots haven't gotten such an offer yet. So that was Rap Sheet maybe 2 hours ago, 90 minutes ago, something like that. Earlier in the day, Karen Guregian at Mass Live had the following. Sources, Patriots haven't received serious trade offers for the number 3 pick. So she takes it further than Rap Sheet here. She says, according to one source, the Patriots have fielded calls and trade offers for their first-round pick. However, the source indicated those offers were laughable and not close to getting the Patriots to move down. As of now, the team is still waiting for a quote-unquote serious offer. Let's circle back to that in a moment. I'll just give you the rest of the story, and then we can react. A second source stated he wasn't sure that such an offer exists or that another team would be willing to put together an unprecedented package for the Patriots at number 3. As of this week, sources have said there's a sense of excitement inside Gillette Stadium. Oh, good. The pre-draft process has only reinforced the notion that this year's quarterbacks class is deep. When it comes to the number 3 pick, the expectation around the NFL is the Patriots will stand pat and draft a QB.
You excited?
I'm getting a little more excited. Curran was on with Gresham Fourier earlier today. We'll talk to him on Friday, the day after round 1, where hopefully the Patriots stick and pick at 3. We'll play you Curran coming up, what he's hearing, the latest. But Arkan, your reaction to the Patriots are getting laughable trade offers, and they are still waiting for a serious offer on the heels of Rap Sheet saying they're open for business, which is echoing what Elliot Wolf said last week.
I'm a little surprised. that there isn't more interest, that there isn't more serious offers coming in. And we're going by what the Patriots are saying, what they consider to be a serious or laughable offer. So who knows what the Vikings or the Raiders or any of these teams that might be trading up, what they think of what their offers are. But if the Patriots don't think that they're serious or that they're laughable, I would imagine that that's reflective of maybe what some of these other teams really think about these quarterbacks. We've sort of built this market in our mind here in New England of everybody wants these quarterbacks. There's all these teams that are desperate to move up and all that. And so far, really, the Vikings are the only team that's really maneuvered themselves into a position to do it. And they don't seem to be going way over the top for any of these guys.
They're moving up, though, right?
They might be.
It might not be with the Pats, but they're moving up.
I would think they'll try, but we'll see. We'll see who wants to swap with them and who's maybe thinks they're in a position to get somebody else. Now, if you look back at some of the trades recently, like, I kind of get it. The 49ers are sort of a weird example because they traded all these draft picks to move up and get Trey Lance, and it didn't work, and it didn't really slow them down at all. But I think in general, most of these NFL teams sort of look at trades like that, things like that, where you mortgage your future just to move up in one draft on an unproven player and see it not work and go, we don't have the type of roster to field something like that. If that happens to us, we're screwed. We're set back this many years, however many years. So maybe that's not looking like the most appetizing thing to do in the first place, let alone if you don't love the quarterbacks. And maybe that's sort of what's happening here. There's a reason why all these guys keep sort of jumping around,
okay,
and I think it's because the market's not set.
Is it possible the Patriots are just saying they have laughable offers to try to up the offer?
Yes.
Okay, so I just don't like that they're playing around with this. Like, part of me says the expectation that Mass Live reports is they're going to stay and pick at 3. They like the quarterbacks. That completely echoes what Reese wrote on Sunday. It echoes what Curran told us last week and what he wrote last week at NBC Sports Boston. So while those are all people I trust and I think are very plugged in, they're also all local writers. And that scares me a little bit because if the team is going to send somebody for a spin, and I don't mean to say that Curran is going to get spun or Reese or anybody like that. I respect their reporting. Karen, too. But the team is going to jerk around local reporters, probably not the national guys, maybe with the exception of Diana Rossini. So I hope that the local beat people are right. But the fact they keep putting out there, the offer is laughable, and they're still waiting for a serious offer, that feels to me like they're fanning the flames for something. And, like, I guess they could just be fanning the flames just to, if somebody bowls them over, take an absolute home run trade. But if they're waiting for a home run trade, that means they're not totally sold on who they're taking at 3. So I don't know why they're playing this game. I don't really get it. The only thing that I can talk myself into that makes me feel okay about it is they're still trying to throw Washington off the scent and make sure Washington doesn't get cold feet. But right now, the odds are back in favor. All the draft sites, DraftKings, FanDuel, it's back to a heavy favorite after a jump last week where Jaden Daniels and Drake May evened out. Jaden Daniels is a heavy favorite to go 2. So maybe that's what the Patriots want. Maybe they were trying to get Jaden Daniels to drop all along, and it almost worked, but now everybody assumes he's going second again to Washington. I don't know. That's the only thing I could talk myself into. They don't want to spook Washington. They want to have Washington doing what they're doing and standing pat.
Yeah.
It's not about a message to the rest of the league. It's about a message to the team in front of them so they know who they're getting at 3.
It could be. I mean, it could certainly be that. But the alternative here is that not only are the Patriots not really sold on the quarterback at 3 being Drake May, neither of these other teams that are picking at 11, 12, and 13, if they're not making serious offers. If they were making serious offers and they knew or they thought that this guy's not going past 3, we're not going to be able to get him at 6 or 11 where we're picking or wherever it is, and they were so in love with him that they would make some kind of crazy offer to move up, I think we would have heard about that by now. I think the process of that would have already started. I don't think you would have seen an article like this.